education. So I would feel honored to get this opportunity to share my views with all the honorable members and the elite members participants. So I will be sharing on the topic role of artificial intelligence in education, a way forward. This is the day for 23rd January and the session 8 of the FDP. This will be the content. I hope the slide is changing. Ravi sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
That is
okay, done. Thank you.
visible. And
So this
sir,
is the overall
echo,
content.
excuse me, sir. Sir, sorry to
Yes,
disturb
sir.
you. Uh, uh, Somewhat echo is there, so if you can minimize it.
Okay.
Slide was okay. Presentation is clearly visible, sir. Your voice is echoing somewhere.
Okay. Now, sir, still the echo effect is there.
Yes, presentation is visible properly.
Okay, sir. Okay. Uh, so the content of the presentation is like this. I think now echo effect is still there, sir, or is it audible enough?
Okay, good, sir.
Okay, okay. So this is a content. We're discussing AI, the types of AI, the domains of AI, what is the role of artificial intelligence in education, various applications for education, how we can choose the right artificial intelligence tool, then the different case studies and various important tools for education and higher education, the challenges and concern of AI, future trends, and the way forward. So before we begin the session technically, we must aspire the National Education Policy 2020, that what it actually impact and how it going to ask us to learn how to learn, because learning is very crucial throughout the period of time for the students and the teachers. So learn, unlearn, and the linear theory is a cycle of gaining and applying knowledge. It's actually discarding out of date information and gaining new information. So we need to update continuously ourselves, and it involves staying in the current world, reflecting on one's current opinions and beliefs to potentially revise them. This process is very beneficial to the education because it's actually encouraging learner and the teachers to think critically and form their own opinions on a particular domain or a subject. It also helps learners to stay current and up to date on the recent data and the research for a particular domain to whom they belong. So with scientific and technological advances such as the big data and the machine learning and an artificial intelligence, we can say that many unskilled jobs may take on over by the machines. But at the same time, a need of skilled workforce with multidisciplinary abilities across the science, social science, and humanities will be also increasing in a greater demand. So we may not, fear of losing the jobs by the use of machine learning and artificial intelligence, because let me tell you frankly, it is never replace the human in 100% way. The way we belong to, you can say, the thinking power that human having and the human touch that we are having in the learning and process. So we need to work on skilled workforce. So with the quickly changing employment landscape and the global ecosystem, it is becoming increasingly critical that students not only learn, but more importantly, they also learn how to learn. And for the generation that we are talking now for the education, for them the learning should be holistic, integrated, enjoyable, and engaging. So there is enjoyable and engaging learning aspect wherein the artificial intelligence will really help us, because AI is focusing on rethink educational practices as well as our fundamental assumption about learning. So while we learn how to learn with technology most effectively, we must prioritize equality, equity, and most importantly, the safety. So what is an intelligence? Ability to learn and perform suitable techniques to solve the problem and achieve goals, which is a normal modern factory robot, what we talk a normal intelligent robot. They can be flexible, they can be accurate, they can be consistent. But more importantly, that robot cannot be an intelligent. So, what is the artificial intelligence with respect to intelligence? It is a branch of science and technology that is devoted to the creation of machine. That machine can be computer system, machine can be robot, machine can be software, machine can be automation also, that learn and think as intelligently as human being. And that's why it's known as artificial intelligence, or we can say in abbreviated form AI. So when we say they can learn and think like intelligently as human, so there are the simulation of human intelligence processed by computer like understanding, reasoning, learning, solving problem like logical skill and effective communication. So these human intelligence can be clubbed and embedded in particular computer system by a program or a software, which we can call an artificial intelligence. A simple example is the Siri and Alexa, which are powered by an artificial intelligence. The area that I put here is automation, robotics, virtual assistant software are just for an idea. It's not limited to these also. So how actually the basically artificial intelligence system works? So the only you can say the golden rule for that is analyze the data, learning from the patterns. So they use algorithm or a step-by-step instruction to learn from the data and then make decisions. The more data that we are given and more patterns they learn, the better they become at making decisions and performing tasks. So their accuracy depends on the amount of data and the more patterns. Based on that, they can take the decision. So ultimately, again, as I say, they are not 100% accurate like the humans, but we can make them accurate. Now, why it is a need of an hour? I told you when we start this presentation that artificial intelligence is need of an hour, not for only education fraternity, but for everyone. So, what is so much increasing demand of AI? So, significant improvement now in computing power and data storage capabilities. So now we have, you can say, a very large number of data storage capabilities, and that machines are available. Growth of internet, which is also now, you can say, one of the very important pillars. So that social media and other digital technologies has led to the accumulation of vast amounts of data. So the sources of data, thanks to the internet technology, are now more, which can be analyzed and used to train an artificial intelligence model. So advances in AI research, we can say deep learning or advancement in natural learning processing NLP, the ability to understand and interpret human language. So because now there are so many sources of data, data storage capacity also increasing, computing power is also there, and growth of internet is also there. So it would be very easy to program the AI model and make them taking the decision which is more accurately or more accurate. Ultimately, we can say there are three types of artificial intelligence. One is the artificial narrow intelligence, we can abbreviate it ANI, which is the first stage and which is a machine learning, which is specialized in one area and solve one problem. Like an example, Siri and Alexa, an example. Move to the stage two, which is a machine intelligence. So we're moving from machine learning to machine intelligence. Now it is artificial general intelligence, which is AGI. It refers to a computer which is as smart as human across the board. So it can take now multiple decisions and it can take multitasking also. And the third stage, which is machine consequentialness, which is artificial super intelligence, ASI, an intellect that is much smarter than the best human brain in the practically every field. But this stage three, we can say, is still not 100% there. We are talking more on machine learning and machine intelligence. So ML and MI, this is stage one and stage two. If you can see the scope, so ANI have narrow scope, while the AGI is a general scope. That means machine learning and machine intelligence having that scope. ASI is having super scope, as the name suggests, but it is, I think, time is required to reach to that particular level of AI level. Intelligence specific tasks, ANI, while the AGI can be human level. Problem solving limited in ANI, in AGI it is a general. Learning can be limited again in ANI, but it is self-improving, while safety can be potentially risky. So that means more the AI level is go on learning, the risk level is also going to increase. We are talking more on machine learning and machine intelligence at this era of time. So one type is again a generative AI, which is a type of artificial intelligence that focuses on creating and generating new content. Now, talking from the perspective of education, it is a subset of machine learning which is drawing from techniques like deep learning and reinforcement learning to generate output, which can be text, can be image, can be music, can be speech, can be video, can be 3D model, and can be other many other. That means we can generate a particular tool based on the learning tool. And these learning tool depend on the nature of courses or nature of subject. Professor or faculty can design so that it can directly connect with the students. So the pace at which AI is flooding into our life is accelerating. Any AI used in education must be especially scrutinized, and this scrutiny depends on this model. Okay, so any missteps also can be reverberate across the society and future generation. However, if effectively implemented and regulated, the potential enhancement in learning practices is simply to ignore also. One more method of AI, one is a generative we discussed, one is conversational. Where is a type of way can simulate human conversation. It can be depend on our language processing. AI chatbot is a very good example. Voice bot or interactive voice assistant nowadays is no, it's not a big you can say dream for us. We in a day-to-day life we are using this. You can consider either from the bank server also, chatbot also, or any particular educational website also. So synthetic brain power that makes machine capable of understanding, processing, and responding to human language. So this is where the conversational AI is going to work with human and then become an assistant where 24 by 7, where human cannot be reached 24 by 7, there we can say conversation AI can be used. So what are the normal AI domains? If we say in a broad spectrum, one we discuss machine learning, wherein how computer agents can improve their perception, knowledge, and thinking, or action-based experience or data. One is NLP, natural language processing. We discuss can be speech, text, video, audio, and depending on the model. But more importantly, it understands written and spoken language. So automatic translation of text from one language to another or understanding text to produce knowledge about the world. We'll discuss this NLP concept more in detail in the next few slides. One is a robotics, put artificial intelligence into practice using machine that perceive and interact with the physical world. One is computer vision, can understand images and video, so signal processing. One is a virtual reality and augmented reality. Nowadays, people talk about VR and AR, immersive learning experience that enhance understanding and retention. And last but not least, can be expert system, depend on the type of, you can say system, type of application, learners and imitates a human being's decision making ability. So in general, this is a broad spectrum of AI domains. So what is the role of AI in education? And then at the same time, what is the role of a teacher in this AI era? Okay, so we discussed first of AI in education, the role from the curriculum planning to learning analytics to content recommendation and development to provide intelligent tutoring system, automatic grading and assessment, at the same time chatbot and virtual assistant. So if you see from curriculum planning to content creation and recommendation to delivering content in terms of tutorials, then taking an examination and assessment based on grading, and then providing 24 by 7 chatbot and virtual assistant. So nowadays the role of an AI is you can say it provides 24 by 7 support to the learner or students from the content perspective and from every perspective. So the transformative role of AI in education learning is going to happen now. So to keeping pace, or in this particular pace, how a teacher's role or educator's role can be motivated or can be enhanced or can be changed. So we must now automate to the teaching and train our students for a new technology. So making strategy with the help of AI, can adopt AI tools for classroom management and many other, so that we can save our time in you can say retentive tasks which can be repetitive, and at the same time provide our students and be in touch with our students 24 by 7 by providing them cutting edge, or you can say the latest or state of the you can say the current technological aspect of the that particular subject. So artificial intelligence could allow us to redefine our educational system to better support future generation. Education at its core help us more informed choices about the setting society, ensuring AI arguments those decisions without losing human-centric methodology will actually leverage technological insight without losing the irreplaceable value of human interaction. The future of learning, how AI is revolutionary education 4.0. So AI can support education by automating administrative tasks, wherein this is very helpful. We can automate the administrative tasks, freelancing, and freeing the teachers to focus more on teaching and personalized interaction with students. That's what I'm talking. That we can be in touch with students and enhancing rather than replacing human-led teaching. AI application in education must be designed collaboratively and with equity in focus, addressing disparity across various demographical and ensuring accessibility for all students. So, where remote area where we can the teacher or professor cannot be reached physically, therein we can also address the students and provide them the solution and allow them to reach equality with the focus along with all the students. In today's rapidly evolving technological landscape, the interaction of AI and education is not just a future possibility, it is an element. So, while the promise of AI in education is compelling, only through the responsible and informed adoption can AI truly fulfill its potential and ensure equitable access to quality education for all in general. Now we start the next part is very important. Now we focusing on artificial intelligence for education domain only because that's what my topic is all about, the role of AI in education way forward. So till the moment we discuss the basics of AI, the types and how AI actually working and what is its role in this particular education 4.0. But now particularly for AI for education domain. So AI has revolutionized the field of education by transforming the way students acquire knowledge and enhancing their learning experience. So we're discussing and we are talking now with 21st generation students, which who are become a much smarter from the perspective of learning the technology and using the technology to acquire knowledge. So it is not going to now work if I'm just downloading a one video lecture or you can say presentation and then I can share with class and just talking. That video or that particular lecture or presentation can already be can be reached to the students from their perspective because they are now smarter generation to use the technology. So the acquire knowledge and enhancing learning experience may not be the now you can say cup of tea for students. But using machine learning algorithm to ability to adapt that individual student needs and provide personalized learning experience that can cater to their unique requirement. So there where the AI can help us. In addition, also personalized instruction can be AI tool can have made education more accessible than even before. Students with disability or diverse learning style can now benefit from AI. We need to, as we can talk from the equality and equity. So there where we can discuss and we can, provide the this particular to the students with disability and diverse learning style also. So AI can help us to read to the all category and catering of students. These tools level the playing field, ensuring the every students have equal opportunities. Moreover, AI has a potential to enhance student engagement and motivation. Virtual tutors powered by AI can interact with students and offering personalized feedback and the guidance. However, it is important to note that while AI has tremendous potential in education, it should not replace human teachers. I will continuously speak this in order because nobody can, replace human teachers because ultimately the human touch, in particular, this teaching and learning fraternity and this process is very important. The role of educator remains crucial in guiding and mentoring students, fostering critical thinking skill, and providing emotional support, which is important at this era of time. As should be seen the valuable tool that complements and enhances the teaching and learning process rather than substitute for human interaction. With continued advancement in AI technology, the future of education holds great promise. So, what are AI education tools and what are the key features of AI education tools? That's what we're discussing in brief in this particular slide. I hope I am slide is also moving and my voice is also the Ravi sir. Is it continue, sir? Is it good to
Sir,
continue?
your slide is also moving and voice is clear. Those participants who feel that there is echo, please lower your speaker level so that
Okay,
voice will be clear.
okay, okay.
This,
I
sir,
don't
your,
want
your
this.
voice is clear. This instruction is for participants. Participants, please somewhat lower your speaker level.
The feedback from
Sir,
participants
continue,
regarding
please.
the audio quality, is it okay?
Yes, sir. Now, okay, sir.
Okay, so I will continue.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So AI education tools are software and application powered, which is designed to enhance teaching and learning experience. While those tools use AI technology like machine learning, NLP, and other data analytics to make education more personalized, more efficient, and engaging, both for the teacher and students. So what are the key features of AI education tools? One is a personalized learning we discussed. Another is automated grading. The grade assignments and quiz quickly and saving teachers time. Okay. In interactive learning, we can use AI chatbots or tutors to give students instant feedback and help, and also to ask them to complete their assignment by learning these interactive learning tools. Data insights track students performance to highlight strengths and areas that need improvement for the students, so that personalized monitoring based on data insight is also important. So that means we can one to one take care of the particular students and their performance on particular course. Content creation assists teachers in making lesson plan, presentation, and study material more efficiently. In general, the AI applications technically can be image processing, sentimental analysis, NLP, video processing, speech recognition, and IoT. These are not limited to these only, but from the perspective of education, I just scrutinize for this particular way. One specific application, just an example, web search engine, again Google search, an example, recommended system like YouTube and Amazon, understanding human speech, Siri and Alexa, self-driving car, one is an environment, generative and creative tools, ChatGPT and AI art, one is automated decision making, and one is strategic game system like a chess, an example. So these are not the application limited to this, just an idea. AI language learning. We take a couple of minutes of time for this. 1 minute, I would just stop sharing. Okay, screen is visible now, everyone. Ravi sir?
Yes, sir. Screen is visible.
Okay, okay. Sorry for inconvenience. So we continue with AI language learning, wherein the personalized language material and resources can be also created by the using various AI tools. AI chatbots also will help us, wherein AI writing assistants like Grammarly and EasyBot nowadays very popular. AI language learning software like Duolingo and Babel also help us to understand the language learning of the students, and accordingly we can also convert this particular from text to speech and vice versa, and provide the material and provide the way the learner is going to learn in that particular language, so making learning very easy for the learner. AI for education domain now in detail. The classroom and behavior management, which is very important now, real-time monitoring, parent communication, personalized feedback, face recognition, emotional recognition, voice analysis, wherein the AI tools can help us, wherein we can save our time and we can also provide the day-to-day update to the students and parents and that feedback, and based on this feedback analysis, we can improvise the performance of the particular student. One is a gamified learning engagement, wherein NLP and intelligent tutoring help us to generate automated content generation and intelligent game design. So making now education very engaging and you can say exciting for this generation. We can use these kind of tools in terms of quiz or in terms of game. Also, we can make this particular learning engagement very actively. Staff scheduling and management can be used by this. Assessment, automated scoring, adaptive testing, behavior and facial analysis. Paper Sala is one very good example. If you heard of this, it use and provide very good assessment tools, plagiarism detection as well, transportation maintenance, then cyber safety and security management, which is a very, you can say, need of an hour also, that cyber safety and security, wherein we can take off AI tools for education, which can help in threat detection, anomaly detection, vulnerability management, and securely analytics and reporting. And based on that feedback, we can also improvise or update our system. Smart content we can create by small chunks of digestible guides, which is easy to read and understand. Now we are talking that, mind me if I'm wrong in that we are talking with the 21st century generation, and we make them, we make them sit in a lecture of 50 to 60 minutes, wherein this generation is not used to completely sit for 50 to 60 minutes. These are 2 minutes generation, the 2 minutes Insta reel or 2 minute Facebook reel or 2 minutes you can say WhatsApp reel they are talking. So we can make a small chunk of smart content and we can share so that they can connect with them very easily. They can read and understand. So there where we can use the AI tools. Personalized learning we can discuss already. Adaptive learning wherein we can track academic progress and modify the course or learning paths if required. Data accumulation using previous search queries, AI in education can suggest related content for the students. So we can accumulate data and accordingly we can also create that content for the students depending on particular course and nature of course. Virtual facilitator, we can think, we can act and we can react to the student's query in very short time and we can act as an assistant for the teacher. So this can be also virtual facilitator. Automated grader we discuss, robo grader replace the part of grading system and human grader is always there for the further assessment, or you can say once automated grader is complete that task, then that particular you can say mentoring, or rather you can say uh, we can monitoring and then you can final after particular you can say moderation of the teacher, we can publish that results. Chat campus or chatbot, the chatbot collects the student's opinion through a dialogue interface and it provides real interview and look for the reasons for a variety operations or opinions. Then the proctoring, very important. AI powered system nowadays provide proctored exam, and so it prevents from the cheating. Plagiarism detection is also provided by AI now. And detecting plagiarism, AI generated content. Exam integrity, facial recognition, proctoring, and we discuss content monitoring, biometrics, data analytics. Chatbot for enrollment and retention, that is okay. Learning management system wherein personalized learning, automated assessment, intelligent reporting, NLP, and sentiment analysis will help us to discuss this, and learning analytics, predictive analysis. Academic research, automated literature review, machine learning text generation will provide and help to scrutinize academic research based on year. We can divide based on platform also. That, for example, Scopus Index or IEEE or Springer, and the yearly we can define the current year or the base year, and then accordingly we can scrutinize our academic research and we can easily share with the students or the researchers. Analyzing student success metrics, ultimately a progress of track record of their behavior analytics, social network analysis, and adaptive testing, wherein the AI will help us in higher education. Scheduling, helping administrator to schedule courses and individuals to manage the daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly schedule. Okay. And facility management, monitoring the status of power, Wi-Fi, and water services. And this is for the remote purpose. We are talking alerting facilities management worker when problem arise. But we are in education, it's not much required. Oral institutional management, managing entire education institute like school, can be college, can be university, powering student record system, transportation, IT maintenance, scheduling, and budgeting. Adaptive learning, which is very important, used to teach students basic and advanced skill by assessing their present skill level and creating a guided instruction experience that helps them become proficient. So we can we in a modern traditional education system we divide in terms of slow learner and fast learners. Likewise, in based on adaptive learning AI tools, we can categorize students, and based on their skill level, we can provide them material and we can provide them facilitate their particular next level of instruction experience and help them become more to the, or you can say enhance to the next level. That means slow learner can become medium level can become fast learner, and fast learner can become the assistant him or herself. So wherein adaptive learning tools of AI can help us. Assistive technology, AI can help special needs students access a more equitable education For example, reading passages or visually empowered student. 1 minute. So that interactive game we discuss also, that interactive game is also being used to power interactive games that teaches children basic academic skill and more. That is ultimately making teaching and learning process more exciting, innovative, so that this generation can connect with them, and there where we can use the AI tools to make more engaging and interactive. Data and learning analytics, we discuss education administrator to analyze and interpret data and enabling them to make better informed decisions depending on this analysis of data. And this can be, we talk about the real-time data. So the feedback we receive in a very short time. So consequences decision we can make that also take very short time. So overall closed loop system will be helping us with the help of AI tools in education to take the continuously monitoring, taking the feedback and taking an action depending on that feedback. So that closed loop would be taking very short time thanks to AI. The use of computer in education, now increasing accessibility, we discuss. One can access from anywhere and any time. Especially personalized learning, we already discussed. Time consuming, which is a tedious task such as recorded typing or grading multiple choice tests can be completed through AI automation now. Exploring fundamental question about how people learn. So that where AI can help us. Particularly in personalized learning, if we go in detail, then tailored learning experience like unique needs, preferences, pace, and ability of each learner. That means categorizing learner, analyzing data of individual learners, and provide insight into areas of their strength and weakness, so that we can provide various learning style and provide customized recommendation for their content, resource, and activities. Activities means we can decide there, a quiz or case studies or particular project we can assign them to do this. So depending on this analysis of data, because every learner have varieties of learning skill. One can learn from book and pen only. Okay. One can learn from presentation. One can learn from talking. One can learn from video. So one can learn from by doing that task by themselves. One can learn from learning or music or by in a quiz or case studies kind of thing. So all varieties of activity we can design depending on the analysis of data thanks to AI tools. We can lead to more engaging, relevant, and effective learning experience for the students as a whole. And ultimately, which is a more important, bridge the skill gap that exists between different learners. We normally in traditional education system, we teach to the 60 class for a 50 or 55 minutes, and then we take an exam and we believe and we hope that all the 60 students perform in the same way, which is naturally not possible. Okay. So AI tools will help us to bridge these skill gaps depending on the capacity and learning capacity and abilities of learner, and accordingly we can design and then we can categorize them, then try to bridge this gap. Adaptive learning, we discuss AI algorithms can observe how one can prefer learn an individual and or as a group. And goal is creating entire learning journey or a flow that adjusts to each learner based on their interest, learning preferences, their need, their skill, and what they wish to learn. And then that particular learning become more, you can say lovable rather than just take burden from them. So it can be exciting, it can be very, you can say engaging, and it can be very fascinating for them. Universal access, a real-time text-to-speech or speech-to-text conversion. Again, text-to-text, speech-to-speech can conversion from one language to another, wherein we can now talk about a global perspective of teaching. Then the student of one country may not understand the language of another country, wherein we can use universal access and this AI tool to convert one language to another and vice versa. We'll make the classroom accessible to people who speak different languages, as I told you. Those having visual or hearing impairments also, we can also equally treat and we can provide them a good platform to access them. Education management, delivery, learning and assessment, empowering teachers, we discuss, and more importantly, the lifelong learning. We again talk about lifelong learning after a few slides. Intelligent tutoring system we can create thanks to an artificial intelligence now for education. Okay. Where individualized for each students and then determine an optimal pathway through the learning material, so that activity can be designed depending on the need of students or particular individual student or group of students, so that misconception cannot be happen and the success story can be built up. As the student engages with the learning activity, the system uses knowledge tracing and machine learning to automatically adjust the level of difficulty and then provide guidance according to the individual student's strength and weakness. So we can design intelligent tutoring system for a particular individual student also or a group of student also, and depending on their skill. Then empowering teacher and enhancing teaching, which is ultimate goal to use artificial intelligence. So there is not at all chance that we can remove the role of teacher, maybe physically or maybe any, you can say emotionally or maybe human touch. So we need, it is a win-win situation. It is hand-to-hand role of AI tools and teachers to provide a very good quality of education to all the students. So AI application aim to help teachers reduce their workload by automate tasks such as assessment, plagiarism detection, administration, and feedback. At the same time, AI-driven discussion on forum monitoring. So these saved time can be invested in teaching assistant or in teaching forum and teaching students beyond the classroom, maybe 24 by 7. It is widely agreed that AI tools become more available in classroom. Likely, the teacher roles will be changed again now. Okay. So what is yet not clear is maybe how this will happen. Teachers will need to build new competencies to enable them to work effectively with AI. So down the timeline, down in the system also, teacher also need to upgrade with the AI tools, and so that then only he or she can take the benefits of this. So undertake appropriate professional development to foster their human and social capabilities. Education management and the delivery, in terms of timing, we are talking design to automate data mining approach and learning analytics, predict students' performance, then use machine learning techniques to search for patterns. As we start from this particular session, I told you how AI is actually working. It work on the depending on data and more pattern. So more data and more pattern we are giving, then that particular machine learning technique become more accurate, so that the teach the software to identify the students or children when they are confused or bored. Based on their facial expression on online lectures, we can understand, and then we can maybe stop continuously lecture. We can give the break also, or we can ask some question answer session. We can make it more interactive. We can make them give some assignment, or you can say exercise on online. So based on that search patterns, we can identify whether the lecture is going on is actually going on with the student's mind or not, or it is just a content delivering only. Then the learning and assessment, which can be high quality, personalized, and lifelong learning. AI-driven lifelong learning components, AI enable continuous assessment for record lifelong learning achievements, because teaching is a process. It's not that once it continuous process, not for only student but for a teacher also. Okay, so we need to learn continuously. It is very important that we choose the right artificial intelligence tool depending on our needs. Then and then only it will provide us what we are actually asking and what we are actually looking for that. For that, there is three key points that I particularly right now highlighted in this particular slide. There may be many of them, but for as far as the education, you can say preference is concerned, let us explore these points to keep in mind while making the important decision to choose the right tool, depending on depending on the nature of our subject or course and the nature of or in the level of our students as well. One is the compatibility is very crucial, because one of the first thing to consider is the compatibility of the AI tool with your existing system. You cannot suddenly change or fortnightly change your entire system of learning and teaching process. You need to keep with that, and keeping the traditional system alive. You need to amalgam these particular AI tools so that you also not feel that system is drastically changed. At the same time, student cannot also feel that the system is entirely fortnightly changed. So it is essential to ensure that tool can seamlessly integrate with our institute's infrastructure and our current educational mode of delivering content. Also, it is compatible with your existing system, so can avoid unnecessary headaches and ensure a seamless transition. Next is effectiveness and reliability matter, which is very important, because before making a decision, it's important to conduct a thorough research and read user reviews or other system reviews to evaluate the tool's strength, to record and review it. Because the reputation that what we are now discussing is very important. Otherwise, it happens. It is two sides of coin. When we say AI is very good and AI provide this and that, at the same time, misuse or misconception or mistool selection can also provide a negative impact on that. Okay, sometimes it may not be creating a good impact. So it will be very important to choose the right AI tool for effectiveness and reliability matter. Understanding the limitation, because it's not 100%, we can say the system is very correct. We cannot 100% depend on that also. We need to amalgam and we need to embed the human touch, the human psychology along with this machine learning and machine intelligence, and then we need to create the entire picture for that particular thing. So choosing the right tool is very important. Now moving on to some part, till you might feel it's boring lecture, and I'm just giving you an advantages of AI, and AI can use in education by this or that way that you might already also knew. So this is not the part. This is not the only purpose of this FDP to give you an lecture sheet. So let me just discuss now some of the very important case studies which are very successful till the time, and how it actually started, how it actually in very focus and how it works. One is the Khan Academy, which is an American non-profit educational organization which created by the Sal Khan and which is founded in 2008 commercially, which use machine learning to personalize learning path for students. Its goal to create a set of online tools that help educate students. So the personalized learning, that point that what we have discussed till the time. Now there is in particular one case study is with us, which is founded in 2008. We are talking now 2025. Please understand. This already established in 17 years back. So subscribers till time, I taking this data from the particular Google yesterday. So this may not be correct if you consider from today's perspective, but this data is updated from yesterday perspective. So subscriber is 8.74 million. So this data is of up to 22nd January 2025, and total view till now the Khan Academy have students 2.16 billion views. So what we talk in AI and personalized learning, this particular you can say case study is successfully innovated that. One is again Carnegie Learning, which is founded in 1998. You see, we are talking in 2025, AI-driven math tutoring program that adapts to students' need. Because mathematics is very, it can be Indian students or it can be outside students. Mathematics can be a challenging subject in general. So, Carnegie Learning Incorporation provide K-12 education service for math, literacy in ELA, world languages and applied sciences, as well as high dosage tutoring and professional learning. And they successfully made their name in math particularly. So they focus on one particular domain, which is the math. That they design their particular design patterns in tutorial. They design K-12 education service. Their students catering also fixed now. So you need to identify your search should be very narrow, and then you can implement and then you can give accurately. So the math is a mathematics subject, QTL education service sector, then they can design the world languages solution, and then they can apply and they can give to the students. So narrow the your particular domain, the 100% accuracy or nearer you are there. One is very nowadays very popular, if you heard of Duolingo, which is a language learning app used by AI to train lesions and practitioners. It offers courses on 43 languages, ranging from English, French, and Spanish to less commonly studied languages such as Welsh, Irish, and Majo also, and even constructed languages such as Clanning. Okay, so students who want to pursue their higher education, and but they need to now give uh, their language test for the foreign studies, wherein this kind of artificial intelligence tool can be also help. At the same time, in your particular domain, in if you have some other expert from other language, then you can take help from this particular tool to get that knowledge from there. One is IBM Watson chatbot, again founded in 2011. You see, these also founded in 2011. So we talk in 2025. So, way before the people already started implemented and giving benefits to the community thanks to AI tools. So IBM Watson Education also provide personalized learning experience from the starting from 2011. It actually in terms of answering questions posed in natural language. So before chatbot was invented, actually IBM Watson has designed a particular chatbot for that particular these driven solutions. That was the case of, you can say, we discussed which are started way before. Now what are the AI tools for effective teaching which are right now currently which are very popular in learning? One of them is very important is eduai.ai, which is free to use and available on both desktop and mobile platform. It is a platform that leverages data analytics to offer insights into students' performance and learning trends. IITs and NITs professors and IASs can use kind of a tool so that they can use teachers can use this data. So identify areas of improvement and adopt the teaching strategy and provide target intervention to students who need extra support. So we can categorize students based on their talent and excel and skill, and then provide them platform, AI assisted platform, which can design application to help teachers plan lessons, create learning resources, and provide feedback. This application was created to help teachers align AI capability with the evidence-based instruction method, and also provide teachers a workspace to design and develop educational material depending on the need of students. So this is very popular. One very popular is also Teacher Bot, if you heard of. It's currently available as a Twitter bot now, and its content is fully customizable. So it is an online platform which provides teachers with tools to create and distribute interactive lessons to their students. Like what we discussed here, but it is in terms of Twitter bot. Here you can customize your complete way of designing. You can create quiz, you can create flashcard and other interactive content like case studies. You can create a assignment, or you can surprise test, or you can say paper test also, paper pen test as well, interactive slip test as well, interactive content to engage the students and help them from learn. So technorobot.ai is designed to be easy to use and accessible to teachers for all skill level. Okay, that means from school to higher education, college to university, making it a valuable resource for anyone looking to enhance their teaching practice. Now, one more I don't need to tell you. Nowadays, a very popular Chat GPT, but it will be very fascinating. If you know from from which year Chat GPT just started. So it started from OpenAI Microsoft, and it started on 2022, just 2 to 3 years, not more than 2.5 years. And Chat GPT become you can say mouth publicity from everywhere. So how it happens actually? It actually based on Python programming language, which use the engine GPT-4, which is a proprietary license based and cloud computing platform, which is stable version. If you see, you can be very surprised. Just 5 months ago, or 5 to you can say 6 months ago, their stable release is there. ChatGPT people are started using before the stable release is there. It is a language model developed by OpenAI, which is designed to assist with a wide range of tasks, including answering your questions, providing explanations, and engaging in conversations. Teacher can use ChatGPT to access information very quickly, brainstorm ideas, or receive feedback on their teaching methodology. But the correctness of these one has to verify at personal level. That is very important. Okay. One more very important educational AI tool is a Tom.ai, if you heard of this. Ravi sir, I think I am audible enough and the presentation is also continue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible enough. Please
Okay,
continue.
okay. I guess it may not be the very boring lecture for the participants. Okay, we can take a
Not,
break of
not,
two
not
minutes.
at all.
If anyone want to ask anything, then I will take this platform open for a couple of minutes so that everyone cannot be taking this. Or if you say, then we can continue also.
Sir, please continue, and we'll take Q&A after the end of the session.
Okay, no issue. Done. So the next very important tool in AI is a Tom.ai, which is a web-based AI tool which helps users to create presentation, one pages and mood boards. It uses the power of ChatGPT and Dell E2. So it combined now. You see it combined ChatGPT and Dell too. So people say nowadays the ChatGPT can be people use ChatGPT's data to design their own AI tool and then provide the generate text and images, which are then seamlessly combined to create dynamic visual story. So Tom AI is designed to be user friendly with a simple interface that makes it accessible to all the creators. It is ready-made templates and themes, AI generated text. It can take data from ChatGPT in daily too, and then create for you. So it again provide you two-stage verification, workspace for real collaboration, companions mobile app, and simple and user friendly. But the limitation is naturally customization is not somewhat there. Free version with fewer feature only can support right now only in English language. The next few AI tools, which you might heard of, you might not heard of, but we are very helpful for education or educators to make teaching very interactive and giving students very, you can say exciting way of higher education. When we say AI is providing higher education, can be provide standard allied rubrics, can be case study generation, unique keys or twist creation, content summaries, and you can say decodable text list also. So these some few tools are really helpful to you in that particular manner. One is the SendSteps.ai, which enhance classroom engagement with interactive presentation and real-time feedback. So while you are delivering the content in class, at the same time, you can take a feedback from students and you can accordingly based on feedback, you can just again modify your particular lecture content or you can work accordingly. So it is a real-time classroom engagement tool. Canva, which is now very popular right now, maybe many of you heard of this, which provide user-friendly design tools and AI-generated content for presentation and handout. Okay, teachers are using more Canva now, and students are using in presentation of project or paper presentation. They use Canva more. So it is a very good now you can say alternate of a PowerPoint presentation, but at the same time PowerPoint is also updated now, and one is PowerPoint speaker coach. I put it here. We can enhance presentation skill with feedback on pacing, speech, and speaking habits. So it is also there. ChatGPT we discussed already. It's a lesson plan creation with tailored activity and topic suggestions. EPT, which is converts text into quiz and facilitates easy quiz creation from various sources. So when you want to create a very good quizzes or you can say other mode of surprise test, you can use EPT. Gradescope, which is streamlines in grading with the peer assessment and comprehensive assessment management. So is also Gradescope is also very good AI tool which is used for peer assessment and assessment management also. Beautiful AI, the name is there, Beautiful AI, which is simplifies slide creation, offering smart professional templates for efficient communication. Slides AI, one more, automate slide production, offering various presentation types and AI powered design. Turnitin, which is also maybe you heard of and very popular in education fraternity to detect the plagiarism detection and maintaining academic integrity. Turnitin is also there. PowerPoint speaker coach we discussed, and one more is the Copilot education, which generate comprehensive lesson plan and handouts, while also provide boosting productivity for the teachers. So this we can use the various AI tools for education and provide our planning, our conducting and preparing material and taking lectures very interactive. So ultimate role of AI in the future of blended studies. Now, when I say blended studies means we all passed from the COVID-19 phase, and there where the online education suddenly move and take their steps so much higher. So we don't know the future. So people heard of, and then that suddenly online education take very crucial steps. And right now also we take this benefit also. I am talking from my particular place and you are listening me and taking this benefit. So this entire FDP is taken online right now. So what is the role of artificial intelligence in the future of blended studies? AI can automate administrative tasks, grading assignments and scheduling, and allowing instructors or educators to allocate more time to teaching and providing personalized support. Taking also individually feedback, recommend the AI tools for students based on their needs. And this capability ensure that students receive personalized attention and support regardless of their physical location. In conclusion, AI tools, in particular this slide, become invaluable resource for students seeking to enhance their learning experience. AI tool for students offer numerous benefits to learners, can be improve accessibility, enhance engagement and motivation. AI can help education more accessible to everyone and ultimately provide education equally, equity and safety. There are few ethical concerns related to AI. Everything is not good It's not a gold coin only, but there are some things that we need to work on or we need to think on. One is a fairness. It should be designed to avoid bias and discrimination and ensure equal treatment for all individuals regardless of their race, gender, age, or other personal characteristics. So the fairness and biasing, one need to work on ethical concern of AI. Transparency, it can should provide transparent and excellent enable with clear documentation of how they make decision and recommendation. So when we take feedback from AI and based on feedback of AI, if we take some consequences, we must document. We must provide this. This should be a very this evidence. We must put a evidence. It should be transparent and explainable, and it should be judgmentable. So because we are taking decision based on that, so we must document and we must respect that decision recommendation. It also one very important aspect is the privacy. Respect the privacy of individual and protect the data from unauthorized access or misuse. One is accountability. Those who deploy AI systems should be accountable. Safety, to ensure the safety and well-being of users and others who may be affected by their use also. So these are some few ethical concerns. Some challenges and also there. Dependency. We must not 100% over reliance on AI could impact critical thinking and problem solving skill. So we must stop 100% over reliant on AI. We must go on our natural instincts and natural data creation and natural also cost. Sometimes the high initial investment and maintenance cost for AI can be a one of the challenge or concern. What are the future trends in AI? One is in adaptive learning, which is continuously adapt to learners' progress and challenges. One is the lifelong learning, which is very important because AI facilitates continuous education and skill development throughout the life. So, as an educator or as a student, we must continuously upgrade ourselves and for the lifelong learning in particular domain or area. And the tool we need to upgrade ourselves, we can also learn that as well. Global classroom, nowadays we talk about this AI enabling collaboration and learning across the borders and languages. To discuss this, so one future trend is that the classroom become global classroom and a professor can become global professor. At the same time, student can become global student. So we take the maximum and the best from the particular best only now by sitting from our perspective. So the language, the border, and the physical location cannot be now the you can say limitation for us to get the maximum good knowledge. AI-driven assessment can be more accurate, can be personalized assessment of student performance without bias and without any, as we discussed, without any, you can say, fairness or biasness. What would be the way forward then? Educators need to develop a better understanding of AI's impact, including on education and their training. So, sometimes it is hesitation from educators themselves also that why we need to upgrade ourselves to learn this kind of tools. We are good in our particular knowledge of a course or subject. We are good. We are improvising that also. But then why we need to uh, learn these new technological tools? Because as we discussed now, education need to learn this so that it can offer transformative potential, enhancing personalized learning and administrative efficiency and access to quality education. So we need to learn, we need to, move or upgrade ourselves so that we can patch up and with this generation and we can deliver the content in their particular medium or understanding way and so that particular learning can get maximum 100% efficiency and it can reach to the particular mass the way we require. As technology advances, integrating AI fruitfully will be crucial to maximizing benefits while addressing ethical and practical challenges also. Overall benefits of AI. It can improvise learning outcome, increase engagement, enhance accessibility, also reduce teachers' burden. But sometimes the challenge is like data privacy concern, bias in algorithms, human element replacement, which is a fear, but it cannot be there. I told you, I will guarantee you, human is always a part and core and heart of this entire teaching system. One is a job displacement. One has to displace that particular thing. Okay. So the AI is forcing us to rethink educational practices. I told this when we start this also, as well as our fundamental assumption about learning. So while we learn how to learn with technology most effectively, we must prioritize equality, equity, and most importantly, the safety. Embracing AI can also pave the way for a more adaptive, inclusive, and effective educational system. Because artificial intelligence, if harnessed correctly, could allow us to redefine our educational system to better support future generations. Education at its core help us make informed choices about shaping the society and the learners. Ensuring AI or AI augments those decisions without losing human-centric methodology will leverage technological insight without losing the irreplaceable value of human interactions. So ultimately, it is as I show you in these two images, it is actually a collaboration hand to hand, an embedded approach of human and robots, we can say AI, so that the way forward of education need to develop with the help of this particular tools by using AI, making AI more reliable in education fraternity and making as an ally, enhancing education while upholding integrity. That's what actually AI will provide us. So standard aligned rubrics, then case study generation. We can create rubrics tailored to specific learning objective and standard. We can case study generation. We can develop case studies to help receive teachers learn to apply literacy topic in real life scenario. So we can amalgam the real life case study with that generation also. Quiz or test question creation generate diverse and challenging question for assessment. When we say now open book examination, we need to now start practicing open Google examination also. So we need to set a question light way that Google may not be able to give the correct answer correctly, or you can say student need to work on that particular way. So open book to open Google, that's what we need to work. There where we use AI tools and we need to work, we need to impasse and imprise ourselves to boost on that level. The content summaries provide simplified explanation of complex topics, like explain the science of reading, as example just simple. So, and then decodable text lists. Then there's list of the decodable text that support specific phonic skill. So there are many ways. This is just few of them. Okay, I cannot cover entire thing, but being an educator from last 20 years and using technology tools to provide students and wrap up and provide more educational technological tools so that students learning become more exciting, can be more engaging and make them more you can say exciting, so that we can understand the use of AI tools for this. And again, we can identify our own AI tools depending on our course or education, our subject or nature of expertise, and then we can use them for the way forward. So overall, that is from my side. That what I have to tell you. That the role of education, role of artificial intelligence in education and in higher education. So by the amalgamation of this, we can make education field a far more better and far more excel for the learners or for the students. So that is from my side, Ravi sir. The forum is open for the now question answer.
Thank you, sir. It was a nice presentation, sir. You explained very well the role of artificial intelligence in higher education. Uh, you have demonstrated various applications where artificial intelligence can be utilized or it can be helpful to tutors or educators. And at the end, you have put some challenges and concerns after when we adopt the artificial intelligence. And also the future of artificial intelligence where it can be evolved around the time. So it was very nice presentation, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
I open the forum for all the participants. If anybody have a doubt, please either you can write into the chat box or you can raise your hand so I can unmute you.
Okay, one request is from I think Somaya Satija to share the links of all the tools discussed in today's session. May not be possible for all the tools, but if possible, I will send to the compilation to the coordinators, and then you can get from coordinator. But you can Google out and you can work out. Most of the tools what I discussed in the presentation are mostly free to use. So the licensing may not be the issue, but again we need to work on how we can use for our perspective or our nature of course or subject. Okay. Yes, I will surely share my PPT with the coordinators and they will definitely share with you.
Yes, anybody is having a doubt, please. Okay, I hope there is no more queries. Uh, so, thank you, Dr. Vishal sir. It is really nice to hear from you. I again,
It is my pleasure, sir. Thank you very much for inviting me to share these my thoughts on AI in education with all the participants. Thank you very much once again to the organizers and all the coordinators and Ravi sir. Thank you very much.
thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Thank you.
So, today we'll end up our sessions. Tomorrow again, we will meet at the same time, same, on the same platform. Thank you. Have a nice time, all.